Life is so much fun. Okay, stop rolling your eyes at me, Emma. Do you see her rolling her eyes at me?
Okay, this is reading between the lines. We're both emotionally unstable, but that's okay because we're doing it together. So go team.
Welcome to Reading Between the Lines. Today we have Gabrielle Jones back with us. She was on with us a few months back, talking about her debut novel Killing Kam. Today she's back on talking about her next novel, Breaking Brielle. We're super excited to have her back on, talking all about her next novel and how the series is going to continue. We're super excited because I have a lot of questions about what we talked about last time, specifically about the fraternity parties, because that's what I want to talk about, but we won't get there right now. We need to kind of, talk about other important things first. But we're super excited to have you back, Gabrielle. Super excited to talk about your next book. Just tell our listeners kind of what they should be looking forward to in Breaking Brielle and kind of what's next.
So what you should be looking forward to in Breaking Brielle, if you read Killing Kam, it leaves off with a major cliffhanger. You don't know where it's really gonna go. And looking forward into Breaking Brielle, there are a lot more twists and turns than just book one alone, Killing Kam. It is over 100 pages longer. So a lot more is going on.
Okay, so quick spoiler for Killing Kam, because we will talk about that in order to talk about Breaking Brielle. But I wanted to put that spoiler before I ask my next question, because it deals with Killing Kam. Will we see Brielle in prison?
Yes, you will. Because her name is in the title, you obviously have to hear her perspective and how she is dealing with her life in prison. A lot of people didn't expect that she was the killer, though. I had so many people who were like, I did not expect that to be the case. And I was like, I literally thought by the synopsis it was easy to guess. But everyone's like, no, we had a couple other suspects. And I'm like, okay. So when people got to that point, they're like, she was the killer? She literally did? And I was like, I guess so. And so, yeah, you're going to get a deep dive into her prison life and where she is leading and where she still stands with her love for Lip.
When we got to that ending, I thought that she would kill him, but it's the way she killed him and the way that it was so intentional and not accidental at all. I was like I knew he was gonna die. I knew this was gonna happen, but somehow I was still shocked by how it all played out.
A lot of people they are shocked that Kam dies. They're like, what? Why'd he die? I was like, it's in the title, guys. And then they're like, I just expected it to take a turn and he didn't die. I was like, so many people grew an attachment to Kam. They're like, we love him. And I was like, guys, he's gonna die. You knew this firsthand that he was gonna die.
Listen, I feel like I get people's perspective of Kam being misunderstood. He also had a lot of issues. Let's just acknowledge that.
Yeah.
He definitely had his issues, but honestly, this might be a hot take, I don't know. But I feel like every character in Killing Kam had their issues. I'm like, every single one of them needs therapy.
Probably.
I feel like, Emma, normally you're the one who, in all books, you're like, all the characters are misunderstood and they all, need to just we all just need to take a step back, take a little look through the looking glass, right? And I feel like in this book you're like, no.
Okay, well, for me it's I can see where the villain is coming from, but I can't get behind an annoying character. Lip was kind of annoying to me, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, but he was a perfect example of a guy. And that's probably why, a real life guy, I'm like, and that's why he's not my favorite.
Okay, so some people did like Lip. It was either a lot of people like Kam or some people were on the Lip side. I'm like, oh, are we battling guy side? One's gonna die, but one's still living. But people pick their sides, and I was like, okay.
Honestly, I was kind of on the side of Brielle needs to move past these guys and do something for herself. And then she did, basically, at the end by killing Kam. And I was like, wasn't expecting that turn of events, but okay.
It was self-defense in her eyes. It wasn't.
Yeah. Well, she's honestly like kind of psychotic.
Just a little
Maybe
bit.
just a little.
Just a little.
And I honestly was like, when I was reading it, I was kind of thinking that. I'm like, she kind of just has to let this guy go. And then I was like, it's kind of giving a little psycho, but it's fine. And then I get to the end and I'm like, okay, it's going to be a little bit more than a little psycho. Still fine.
No, because she appears so normal at the beginning, and then it's like she just
Mhm.
goes up and up and up, and then she crashes out.
Yeah, and I honestly didn't even realize that we didn't get a backstory for her until the very end, until she's like, oh, we're actually more alike, Cam. And I'm like, wait a minute. Actually, we weren't introduced to her parents or any of her life outside of school.
Yeah, like you get to talk about everyone else's like homework kind of, and then hers is just nothing. But yeah, when she says we're a lot more alike, they are maybe a foreshadow.
Emma had opinions about this book. I think she really did. But I think it's because, okay, Emma, I love you the mostest. But you have a really, I would say high opinion, wrong word, low opinion of men. Low opinion of men. And I think that's why you had hatred towards most of the characters in this book. Like, I think that's why. Like, I think you were just like, so no. Like,
Yeah,
no
I'm like, Brielle's crying over a man. Why?
she literally sent me voice messages. She's like, why? Like, I don't understand. This is dumb. I'm like, Emma, you have to understand. Like, this is not like she's not you. Like, stop. I have cried over a man, okay? It happens.
I feel like literally everyone has.
I have yet to do that.
I don't want to take your face, Emma. That is gonna be my new screensaver. Your face was so fun. That was awesome. Okay. You literally were just like, no. We talked about kind of what we could expect. Is the next book, Breaking Brielle, whose perspective is it from for the most part? Or is it dual POV? Is it
It's
third
still the
person? Who is
triple
it?
POV. It's
Okay.
triple POV. It is Brielle, Lip, and Sanity now.
Okay, I was gonna
We get
ask if
drunk.
we were gonna get more of her and Lip, because I'm kind of
Yeah.
rooting for them.
Yeah, she gets brought into it, because she still likes Lip, because everyone likes Lip. I don't know why.
How many books are in the series again?
3 trilogy.
So when you wrote Killing Kam, did you already know how Breaking Brielle was gonna go and how it was going to end?
So originally I wanted Killing Kam to be a standalone, and it was like one night I was in bed just like trying to fall asleep, and then you start thinking, and I was like, like Breaking Brielle sounds like a fun name. I'm like, wait, what if I turn it into 2 books? So then I was like, no, I have to turn it into a trilogy, because like everything that I had the ideas for 2, it couldn't like wrap up there. There was still more to tell. So that's where it like fell into a trilogy. So the ideas just kind of like started falling, knowing how Killing Kam ended with Brielle, and I was like, okay, like there's still more to tell. She's got to get with Lip at some point, no matter what it takes.
Do you know like exactly how you're gonna end everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I've had a couple different thoughts being like, oh, like what if it was this and that? And I was like, no, it's gonna stick to the same ending I've had like thought out.
I'm nervous because I feel like this is what happens. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when authors start writing, right? Like, so you wrote Killing Kam, and then Breaking Brielle was done like around the same time as Killing Kam, is what you said. Like, you literally wrote it like that. But I feel like then with this next book, like you have an idea of how it's gonna end, but then you're gonna start writing it, and then like the characters just do their own freaking thing, and then you're like, wait, why are you doing that? What are you doing? Stop doing that. And then it's a whole different like other thing, and you're like, why is the book like this?
No, just that's how I feel already. What I have written for 3, being it's like 5 chapters in, within those 5 chapters, everyone's turned on Otis and they all hate him. And I'm like, why are we hating him? I don't get it. They just went in their own minds of their own. And I'm like, everyone hates Otis, I guess?
Well, I could see, because in Killing Kam, he was kind of Cam's like wingman when it came to like destroying Lip and Brielle's relationship. So I can kind of see how he could be associated with being a villain, but that's just my opinion.
He's like more of a people pleaser. He does what everyone wants to be like. His
Yeah.
little sweet little cinnamon roll character.
Yeah.
Breaking Brielle is their freshman year of college.
No, they're into their senior year.
Oh, right. It's their
Oh.
okay, I'm dumb. Senior year.
Yep.
Right.
Because it was like the 2 parts in Killing Kam, like it was like focusing on their college life and their past high school life.
Okay, I was thinking their high school life. I got confused. Their senior year.
Yeah, so at the end of Killing Kam, there is a time jump from that to Breaking Brielle. It's 11 months later in Breaking Brielle. Because I figured like jumping right away, you don't want to focus on like Brielle being sentenced and all that. Like that's too complicated. I'll just jump where she's already in prison.
So it's their senior year.
Yeah.
I feel like they're more mature their senior year, but maybe not. I'm just trying to give all the characters the benefit of the doubt, okay?
Will we see more of Brielle's backstory? Because I know she like kind of mentioned it to Kam a little bit, but didn't really go into great detail.
Yeah, she will talk more about her backstory and her prison visits with her friend Stella. She'll talk to her about it. And it's a lot of hidden detail that you need to pay attention to what Brielle is saying about her family. She says details, and they're very hidden that you're like, okay, I may have heard that before.
Her and Kam are siblings.
I'm not going to say.
That wasn't a no. Especially when, now that I think about it, especially when she's like, we're more alike, and we have the same type of upbringing.
Yeah.
Interesting. And she doesn't go to sports games in high school. Maybe they have the same dad and she doesn't want to see him. It's
Not
all,
the coach.
It's all clicking. It's all coming together.
Theories.
Just gotta get some red string to connect it all.
Emma has a bulletin board actually in her room right now where she's trying to, with all those strings, to figure it out.
For sure.
And now she's like, I did it. Look, I did it. So we're going to get more backstory, which I am dying for. So I'm glad to hear that we're going to get that. Because I feel like Emma said at the beginning, I feel like there's so much that we don't know yet. And I feel like that stressed me out. Because I'm like, yeah, you are psychotic. I don't know anything about you.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm going to take Emma's perspective here, okay? You can do something psychotic, but I need to know why you're doing something psychotic. And then I can justify it. Right now, it's not justified.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right? I feel like it's not quite justified yet.
Brielle is low-key more psychotic than Kam is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe Brielle's the villain the whole time.
I think she is. It's kind
That's
of like
the twist.
Yeah. Have you guys heard the movie Obsession that just came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched it, but I heard about it, and I feel like Brielle would be that girl in that movie.
Yes. Like, actually. Agree.
No, yeah, literally.
Yes. Agree. 1000%.
Like, it sets you up to think Cam's the villain, but maybe Brielle's the villain overall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kam didn't kill anyone. He came close, but he stopped himself. And that's what really matters.
That was such a silly little part where he tried killing someone.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Wild Wings parking lot out of all places.
Yep. And then he grabbed a baseball bat intending to kill his parents. And he's like, no, I don't want to spend the rest of my life in prison. And then he just puts the bat down.
Yeah, he should have taken that bat out of the backyard.
Yeah. Like, he's kind of like strategic in the way that he's crazy. Brielle's just crazy.
No, he's pretty great. Yeah, actually accurate. If you could, Gabrielle, not Emma. Gabrielle, if you could sit down with Brielle in Killing Kam before she committed her act, what would you tell her?
Live it up, girl. Get the guy. Crash out. Everyone does at some point.
I mean, valid.
I feel like with some people, though, no matter how much you tell them to not do something, they're still going to do it. Like, you could talk to, like, say, the character, and, like, they may say, oh, no, I think this way. Like, it's just they'll listen. Out, like, in one ear, out the other.
True.
Yeah, it is true. I feel like Brielle needs someone to match her crazy. Like, I feel like her and Cam could have been a good duo.
Okay.
It would be
You did
like,
her.
I know, and it could have been like the Joker and Harley Quinn type of craziness.
I feel like Brielle really does give off, like, Harley Quinn vibes. Like, she could, just with her crazy.
Yeah. And I hope to see in Breaking Brielle, her like fully embracing it, not just occasionally, just fully embrace the craziness. Who is your favorite character in Breaking Brielle?
I think still Otis. I think he's gonna be my favorite in the entire series, just because he's a little more like quirky this time.
I feel like him and Sanity are the more innocent ones, even though I just talked about how Otis was like part of the whole Cam situation. But like in the grand scheme of things, compared to everyone else, I feel like they're kind of just on the sidelines, just watching everything happen, and they're like, okay, like they're the most normal ones.
I think that's interesting. It's always funny to me how authors always have the side characters or like not the main characters as their favorites. That's always so interesting to me. Because it's like, then why don't make them the main characters if they're your favorite?
Because then they talk too much and then they irritate you.
Okay, so the main characters irritate you? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Sometimes.
Okay, so who irritates you the most?
I don't know. Depends on like the scene and what's going on and how they want to irritate me.
Okay. I'm just curious, like, who's the most annoying character to you then?
I feel like Sanity. She was kind of annoying to me in book 2.
Really?
Really?
I just didn't like writing her perspective. Like, I feel like she needed to be heard, but I didn't like writing her perspective.
Okay, so see, authors don't like writing some of the like POVs, Emma. See, so like when you get to a book and you're getting to one with POV and you're like, I hate this character and I want to get past this chapter. Skip. Even authors hate writing it. See?
Because I felt like there was so many other characters I could have put in there. And I felt like just having Lip's perspective on the outside was not enough. You needed to hear from someone else. And I could have done Otis, being that they were friends, but I was like, no, Otis, he has his time. He's coming to speak. One chapter, but he's got his time to speak.
Nice.
You just have to wait for book 3 on him to hear him.
Do you have the title for book 3?
Yeah. It could be easy to guess.
Do we have to read Breaking Brielle to guess what the third book's going to be called?
I believe the title is in Killing Kam. Like, it's in the book. I know it's in Breaking Brielle.
Okay, I want to talk about the frat party so bad. I want to talk about this. I feel like we need to talk about this. Because we did a little bit last time, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you need to tell us, did you do any more research, first of all?
So when we talked about frat parties before, I had only gone to one, and it was a wild experience. I did make a TikTok because I went to another one about last month, like when school came to the end for the final week of the semester. I was like, let's live it up. Let's go to all the frat parties. So I had one of my friends from back home come up with me, and they aren't in college. So I was like, oh, just you can get the college experience. And so we went to every frat party on the block. And they were all so different. And some of them, there was packed like walls, like you could not even get through. And then some, it was just like one person standing at the DJ booth and nobody. I was like, oh, okay, so these are all different. So I told my friend, I was like, take a video of me in front of this like group of people and be like, oh, where's the inspiration come from? And it's like packed, like people are frat flicking in the background, hitting the ceiling. And I was like, yes, live it up. But yeah, they were all so different. Like my friend was literally scared when she saw like a couch that like was falling apart in the living room. I was like, yeah, they burn them at the end of the year normally.
I don't know how you did that, honestly. Props to you.
Another thing, so in the last week, the frat parties when I had gone, I didn't realize about a beer keg stand. So there was like, they pulled it, it was after 1:00 in the morning. They pulled out the beer keg stand and everyone's like, go, we're gonna get on it. I was like, what? Like, I was like, I didn't put a beer keg stand into the book. I didn't realize like how valuable this could have been. And so everyone was doing the keg stands and I was like, I'm not doing it. I didn't do it because I was afraid I was gonna like puke and be embarrassed.
I wouldn't have done it. I would have walked straight out and been like, see ya, I'm gone.
No, literally.
Like, everyone did the beer keg stand and then like all of a sudden the music cut out and everyone's like, oh, this is the end. And like I was like in a frat house with like less than 10 people and everyone was just like, oh, we're done. And then they left and it was like 2:00 in the morning at this point.
I'm not surprised you stayed for that long. Who?
Party all night. I don't go to bed until like 4:00 in the morning, so it was no different. I was like, live it up.
Emma, we're grandmas. Literally, we're grandmas. Like our bedtime is 9:00.
Mine has been earlier.
I
What do you
know.
mean?
I know. Also, so speaking of somebody who is engaged to a frat boy, but he's not really a frat boy. Let's be completely honest. He's just in a fraternity.
No. Yeah, he's like the
He's
least
just-
frat boy.
He really is. But I've been to my fair share of frat parties because I just go with him because he goes. Because like it's a thing. I haven't even seen anything like that either. Like they don't burn their couches. They don't do anything like that. But they're a party fraternity. So that's kind of wild. Though I have seen my fair share of things that I have never wanted to see. But just saying. People are weird. But I've never seen anything beer keg, none of that either. So props to you for staying and watching that and seeing that. And also for going to multiple. Like what? All for the research for the book. That is called commitment. Commitment for the book.
Speaking of how like different frat parties are, there was one that had a dog. Like they just had their dog outside. I'm like, and apparently one of the frat houses has a cat too. I'm like, why?
Because they're
Take care of
mascot?
the animal.
I don't know. Yeah, no,
That's
the
called
frat parties at my college are very interesting.
That literally stresses me out so much. I did not need to know that. I want to go save that cat and the dog.
Like I can probably find you a picture of it because like, have you ever heard of Yik Yak? It's
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
like okay, they post about the like animals on there all the time.
Oh.
Like just being like the cat's outside, like on his little leash in front of the frat house. It's so hilarious.
That's so weird. Okay, well, literally the things that authors do for the book.
Yeah.
I proud of you. Good job. What research are you gonna do for book 3?
I can't think of anything that I need to do.
Okay, that's good. Let's not put ourselves in danger.
Yeah.
No more. No need to do any more. I think you've done enough. You've done enough for
Oh.
society.
I posted a TikTok a while back I had to figure out something in book 2 that does kind of twist into 3. I had to figure out how to drown. So I like poured water all over my face to know what it would feel like. The TikTok got like 10,000 views.
That's hilarious. That's commitment. That's like fully committed.
I'm like, does it hurt your eyes? Does your nose burn? Like,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not even gonna look it up on like YouTube or
Yeah.
Google. She's like, I'm actually gonna do said act. But literally good for you for doing that. I mean, probably the best way to then describe it, because then you know what it's like to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I want to know okay, so why, okay. What happens in the book that you need to know that? Who's drowning?
I don't know.
What character
Can we
is drowning and
guess?
why?
Guess to list off all the names of the characters. I don't know.
Like, are they doing it to themselves? Is somebody drowning somebody else? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, maybe.
I think Brielle's doing the drowning, and she's drowning Lip.
But she's in prison. She can't drown him.
Emma's like, she breaks out.
So there's other psychos loose? This is insane. Who is
I
next
don't
is going to be revealed as a crazy person.
Actually,
Let's
Kam
put bets
comes
out
back.
on it.
Comes back from the dead and then drowns.
Yes.
Literally comes back from the dead. Just kidding. I don't think that's how that works.
I mean, like, Kam is dead, but he might make appearances.
Okay.
Like his dead body? Or like
Maybe
Like
someone's
memory?
maybe someone's delusional thought. I think it's like chapter 32 or 33 it happens. Gets wild. Gets wild at the frat party, I'll say that.
Oh, so the drowning happens at the frat. Lip drowns at the frat party. He starts dying and hallucinates Kam. That's what happens.
For sure.
Emma. Stop trying to spoil it. She's gonna read it and be like, I was either really wrong or I was really right.
Yeah. No in between.
You know, like
probably.
every like time the frats like they have a party in book 2, they get wild. Because what frat party doesn't?
I mean, fair.
And one time they get wild, it might involve Care Bears. Like, this is why I
Okay.
have a Care Bear behind my shelf with my books. Because it's like my little shrine now.
I don't know what a Care Bear could do in that scene, honestly, but I'm intrigued to find out.
I'm so scared. I don't even know what to like I don't know how to comprehend that.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Care Bears are the most random part, but I think it's my favorite part.
I feel like we're gonna need to dissect that after we read this book.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to come back. We're gonna need to go,
Yeah.
what is happening? My mind is spiraling right now.
That means we have something to talk about next time. Like, this time is frat parties, next time's Care Bears.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I think Emma asked this question last time, or kind of asked a question similar to this last time. For Killing Kam, if Breaking Brielle had a soundtrack or like music to it, or a specific song, what one or two songs would it be?
Love Game by Lady Gaga.
It's a good song.
That inspired one scene in the book, and it's around the same time, I think it was like chapter 32, 33, that really, like, because it's like a love game between like Brielle and Lip and their relationship. Like, they're playing with each other.
I low-key hope that Lip gets a little crazy so that we could have like a psychological war between both of them.
He might get a little crazy.
That's what we like to see.
Emma, do we really need this? Do we really need that?
Yeah, we
Okay.
do. That's
Okay.
the only way Brielle and Lip would end up together, in my opinion, so
Okay.
far.
Okay. Fine. Fine. That's okay. I will allow it.
Lip kind of feels guilty because he's potentially the one who turned her in. He
Yeah.
called the cops.
Yeah.
So he's feeling guilty about it. But at the same time, he's kind of hurt because she up and killed his best friend. Oh, I was going to say, the soundtrack is long for book 2. Like, I'll show it being that it is 30. I don't know if it's gonna, like, it is long.
Oh.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
I have, so also one song I have on here is Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. And now that song is blowing up because of Off Campus.
Yup.
I still haven't
And-
watched it yet.
You're slacking. I woke up at 7 a.m. to watch it and didn't finish until like 5 in the afternoon.
I know I'm
That's valid.
slacking. I know. I just have had so much going on. I'm slacking.
Well, in Alexis's defense, I didn't let her watch it right away.
That's true.
'Cause I wanted her to read the mistake in this score. She had already read the deal, and I was like, you have to read those 3 because they all play a part in season 1.
Yeah, it's weird that song is up and like blowing up. Like, it's not blowing up, but it's being talked about more. And I was like, that's how I felt like with a lot of things when I wrote Breaking Brielle. It was either like stuff came trending during the time after I'd written a scene or whatever. Because like the song Rock That Body by the Black Eyed Peas, that's on the playlist. And it's also like played during one of the frat parties. That blew up a couple months ago. And that was like after I'd written it in there. And I was like, I feel like I'm just like predicting things. Like, good that they're trending, but like whatever. And like Care Bears, they're everywhere too. And I was like, okay.
You're just like starting trends without realizing it, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So you said that you created the cover of Killing Kam. Did you also create the cover for Breaking Brielle?
I did. So yeah, there's the cover for it. And then the back. Yeah.
It's dark.
So yeah, you can, definitely different from 1 to 2, the color. But like that's kind of small and it's kind of thicker.
Because I just feel like we're gonna be heartbroken at the end of book 2, and then we have to wait a year for book 3.
Yeah, more people might die into.
Emma's like, that's fine, I don't care.
I'm trying to think now who's gonna die. There's so many options.
There's so many options.
2 people.
Oh,
and one of them wasn't even planned. It just kind of happened.
I feel
and when
like
you're back on next time, we can ask who was planned and who wasn't.
Yes. I feel like this is one of those like series where, you know, like normally we're like, when a character dies, you're like distraught. I feel like this is different because we're like, okay, so who's gonna die? And then we're like, okay, like I saw that coming, or no, I didn't see that coming. You're not like distraught, but you're like, okay, like that was entertaining.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's like, oh, that was actually like really entertaining.
I fear for the end of book 3 because of how many people I plan to die there.
I feel like that's just the name of the game with this series now.
No, it's because like your entire main cast isn't even going to be like standing. I feel like by the end of this series, there's still going to be some of them, but all of them aren't going to make it out.
Oh, geez. Gotta start preparing now.
Just gotta mentally prepare myself that people are gonna be in prison, people are gonna be dead.
Okay, I want to know how long it took you to write book 2 compared to book 1.
So it felt like about the same time frame because I ended it in August of 25 is when I finished writing it. And I'm trying to like think my timeline. It was about like 6 months that it probably took me, like between 6 to 8, somewhere in there. It was like basically like rush to finish it before the school year starts.
Yeah. Is that with like the editing and like all that stuff, or just the first draft?
The first draft. Editing didn't get done until like January.
I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, I guess, in Killing Kam, did you edit your own book or did you like have other people?
I did some editing and then I had some other people do it too.
Because I know like other authors we talked to, like some of them do everything by themselves and some of them do the writing by themselves and then have like editors and like artists do the illustrations and like all the things. So it's just interesting to learn like everyone's process with the self-publishing.
Yeah, I know for book 2 I had more editors go into it just to like make sure like this is gonna be good. Like we're gonna make sure everything flows right and every word's spelled right. Like I don't really know what one I like better though between both books. Like I like different things in each of them.
Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of like a parent choosing their favorite kid. Like you don't want to choose.
Literally.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't because it's both your babies, literally. So yeah, I feel like if you choose, that would be sad.
Yeah, it's just a book, but it would be sad.
Okay, it's not just a book. Books are not just books, Emma.
Sorry. It's kind of like choosing a favorite character. It's like, well, I really like this character, but I'm sorry to the other ones. You're great too.
Yeah, exactly.
There is more characters in the second one. So like if you like have like a favorite in one, you might get a new favorite in two, just because like I think there's at least like 5 new characters.
Are any of them in prison with Brielle?
One may be her prison guard.
I think I've read that book before. I think that's a trope I like.
Yeah, so there's her prison guard. There's 2 frat members that get added, so I get to meet some more of the frat life. There's a new girl in it, and then you get to meet, because we're going into Senity's perspective, you get to meet her friend.
Very excited about this guard thing
Yep.
we've got going on here.
Yep. Yes. 1000%. We need that.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna live for that, actually.
I already
Her
have a
guard
new
actually
theory
hates
going.
Her guard hates her. He doesn't like her.
Even better.
Yes. Okay. Living this up right now. We
But, like,
should have
I feel like
started with that.
Your theory, I feel like that you have, you're gonna be completely wrong though. It's gonna be a twist. Like you're gonna like get whiplash. Like you're gonna be like, what? What's
He's
the
gonna
guard
die.
theory?
He's gonna die.
He's not. He's okay.
This is stressing me out, and I haven't even read this book yet.
I'm stressed. I'm so stressed.
But I appreciate the warnings, because I feel like I would have gone into this thinking one thing, and then I would have just been so distraught by the end, I wouldn't know what I'd do with myself.
I still don't know what to do with myself, even though I have the warning. I still don't know how to. I'm just gonna go into it thinking that I know nothing. That's what I know nothing.
You do
I
know
know
nothing.
I know nothing. No, like I actually know nothing. We didn't have this episode. I know nothing. I know nothing. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna wipe it off. I know nothing. Except that we learned more about frat parties and there's Care Bears apparently. That's all I know.
In the Wizard of Oz.
That took a turn. I wasn't expecting that.
Okay, let's just make a list. So there's a prison guard, there's drowning, there's Care Bears, there's Wizard of Oz, there's 5 more characters. What else am I missing? 2 people die.
Yeah, 2 people die.
Cam comes back.
Yeah, Cam comes back. But like with all this wild stuff that you were like naming off, like and doing on your fingers, it's like it's not funny. Like it is funny, but it's not like it ruins the plot. It adds to it. Like it's not like, oh, we went so sidetracked here or whatever. Like this makes no sense. No, it's just one character that does a lot of this, which he's one of the new characters. He's obsessed with Care Bears, and he has to talk about it at any point he can.
It's definitely a frat boy, without a doubt.
It is. It is a frat boy.
I feel like we just went through a roller coaster ride. Does anybody else feel like they went through a roller coaster? I feel like we did.
You know, at the start of this episode, and after finishing Killing Kam, I'm like, I have a theory of how this book's gonna end. I have no idea.
Nope.
Couldn't even tell
I'm
you.
lost. Nope. I got
Which
nothing.
makes it even better, because now I can just go in fully blind.
Exactly the point. After you finish this series, do you have anything else that you think that you're going to be working on? Anything else that you want to be working on?
I have plans. There might be more to this series, like it's a trilogy, but we can always do little side stories. I have some things in mind with that, of where it could go.
Interesting. Keep an eye out for that, guys.
Basically, what I'm hearing is that we just have to watch social media, because I feel like there's constantly going to be surprises, because I feel like even in this episode, we've been surprised.
Speaking of social media, where can people find you?
So you can find me anywhere on social media, like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, basically any social media, at Gabrielle Jones Author.
So that's where you go, where you want to find the dirt, where you need to find all the info about the books coming out. Tell them all about Breaking Brielle and where they can get it. Just came out. So tell them where they can go and get it.
So to get Breaking Brielle, you can basically get the paperback edition anywhere books are found. So Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Amazon, anywhere books can be found. And you can go to your store and ask them, and they can order it to the store for you. Or there's select stores around the state of Michigan that you can find a signed copy.
Signed copies are also fun.
Or you can come see me on my tour, my book tour.
Well, I now feel like I need to go take a deep breath because I feel so like I don't know what to do right now with all the information that I just took in. But I'm very excited for I gotta go get Breaking Brielle. I need to go order it now because I am so excited. We got to read that, and then you best believe you're gonna be back on here. There's things we need to talk about. And then obviously you'll be back for book 3 because then we'll obviously need to talk about that too. Because I have a feeling that we'll be stressed, even though the series will be finished. We'll be stressed. But thank you so much, Gabrielle, for coming on and for telling us all your crazy stories. All the research that you did for these books. Everybody go check her out and go get Breaking Brielle. If you haven't already and you listened through this entire episode, you got spoils. And if you haven't read Killing Kam, go read that and then go read Breaking Brielle. But I don't know why you would have listened to this episode, but people do that. So thanks for listening. Thank you so much for listening. We will be hopefully around. I don't know what we're doing next. You know where to find us: Spotify, and YouTube, and Instagram and TikTok for any future updates and other fun stuff like that.